Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be at. What I had to do a review of the strip clubs of Medellin, or the top three strip clubs of Medellin where I seen the most reviews, whether they were good or bad, and just recommendations. The first place that I went to last night, and I'll give the disclaimer, I didn't get up until about 11:40 last night. I didn't wake up till about 11:40. So I got to my first establishment, which was Phase 2 or Fase 2, or however you pronounce it. Forgive me if I say it wrong. I got to my first strip club after midnight, because I know on a previous video I said I got to Isla early, like 10 o'clock or something, and wasn't nobody dancing. All right, so Phase 2 is not in walking distance. You will not be able to walk there from the park. You will not be able to walk there from Gusto's. This is a taxi cab away. Just take note that it isn't one of those, I'm going to walk here from after Gusto's, after this spot, after that spot. You're going to have to take a cab. It took about 10 minutes or so, maybe a little more, maybe a little bit less, to get to this establishment. Phase 2 or Fase 2. I'm just going to say Phase 2 for the rest of this video. It took me about 10 minutes or so to get to this establishment. It's the same routine from this strip club and the other two that I'm going to discuss. You're going to get to the door. You're going to pay, some money. I don't know if it was $10,000 or $20,000. I don't remember. You're going to pay some money. You're going to get a wristband, and you're going to get searched, and you're going to go on about your business. All right. Here's what I'll say about this. If you like voluptuous women, curvy women, I'm not even saying fake tits or fake ass, but if you just like a woman that has curves, I stayed here about an hour. There were about, let's say there were 20 women in here, right? Let's just say 20 that I'm looking around looking for women. Let's say there were 20 women in here, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. Let's say there were 20 women in here. Probably 4 of them max were voluptuous. Voluptuous to me is a nice set of breasts and a nice set of chest, right? And what women do here, and especially common in Asia, Thailand, a woman will go and get fake tits and their ass is still flat. You know what I'm saying? I don't consider that voluptuous. Voluptuous to me is a heavy top and a heavy bottom. What I didn't like about this particular spot, probably one of the main things I didn't like about Phase 2 is the irregularity of dancing. Let's say I was there an hour. I probably seen 3 people, 4 people dance. I would like to see a more regularly scheduled programming when it comes to dancing. It was more of me just looking around the building and sipping my drink than it was people dancing. I feel like if I'm there at 1 o'clock in the morning and you have, you had 4 people dancing and you had doggone 26 people standing around doing nothing, you know what I'm saying? It kind of puts a sour taste in my mouth. It was just a lot of women, a lot of dancers. They were just sitting down at the table or another man's table, or just standing up against the wall. That's what I didn't like about this particular establishment. These are not the most beautiful women in Medellin. All right, I'll say that. Were some of them doable? Maybe 2 or 3, but these were not the most beautiful women in Medellin. It's a spot if you want to get away from the La Isla people workload, but I personally cannot recommend Phase 2 at all. I can't recommend it. The women were not, 90% of the women were not very attractive to me, were not very voluptuous, were not very beautiful, and they were not doing a lot of dancing. It was more standing around and sitting down from these women than it was dancing. And as the disclaimer, just like La Isla and these other clubs, they will come around and try to get tips and get tip money from you. So I guess that's the norm here is someone coming around to get tips after the damn 2 or 3 people danced in a whole hour. All right, so that is my review on Phase 2. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, my next review is going to be to, like I said, forgive me if I'm pronouncing these wrong. Lunera, Lunera. All right, so I stayed in Phase 2 about an hour. I stayed in this place a little less, or a lot less than that. I probably stayed in here 35 minutes. All right, and I read a review about this, and it was absolutely correct. They have an alcohol policy where you can only buy bottles. I'm going to repeat that again. They have an alcohol policy where you can only buy bottles. It isn't no vodka and cranberry juice, one shot, vodka and orange juice, Jack and Coke, Hennessy and Coke. There's none of that going on here. It's you only buying bottles. All right. The good news is, I don't know if I call it good news, but the good news is they have the smaller size bottles. I think I got, what did I get? I got Absolute, and it was like 160. So it's not bad. You don't got to buy the, a big Kahuna bottle. You can get a smaller size bottle. All right, I got here about 1 o'clock, and I keep throwing this out there just so y'all, pick up what I'm putting down. I got to La Isla about 9 o'clock one time, and they were not dancing. 9, 10 o'clock, and they were not dancing because there wasn't enough people in there. They won't make no tips, right? I got here at least 1 o'clock in the morning, and guess what? They were not dancing. This place is the smallest place out of Phase 2 and La Isla. This place is small. All right. None of the women in there look good besides for one. They're gonna always have this one young lady in there with fake ass and fake tits. It's always gonna be one. And that it was one in there, and the rest of them were not attractive to me whatsoever. I didn't even drink, the whole cup of vodka and orange juice that I mixed. I poured a little bit in there, and I didn't even drink half of that shit. But I'm just sipping it. What I do like about this place is all the girls are going to come up to you. I have probably had every girl in the strip club come up to me and say, "Hola, como estas," and introduce themselves. That's the one thing I do like about the place. They're very, very friendly. You will meet every girl that works there. She will come in there and talk to you. But none of them were attractive. Like I said, it's one girl that got big tits and a big ass. Maybe 1.5 if you're just a titty man, they can go with their titties done. But none of the women were attractive to me. It was out of the 3 places that I went to, the least attractive women were at Lunera. All right, so as you can see from my wristband in the picture, I went to all 3 strip clubs in one night. And I settled at La Isla. All right, La Isla is the best strip club in fucking Medellin. If someone says it's a better strip club than La Isla that I haven't been to, name it and I'm going there. No bullshit. Just make sure the 2 I already been to. I went on a Saturday night. Sunday morning. So this ain't no middle of the week type shit that I did. I went on a weekend. La Isla is the best club in Medellin. I went there. I went to all 3 in one night. And La Isla is the best one. There were some bad ones walking around, thick ones, big tits, big ass, voluptuous, beautiful women in La Isla. But the catch is, I got to La Isla maybe 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And you can have sex with these girls at La Isla. So I got there too late to want to take one down. I'm not taking no bad one down at 2, 3 o'clock. She probably already been penetrated. You know what I'm saying? La Isla is one of those spots, if you want to get to and knock something beautiful down, get there earlier than 2, 3 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? At 3 o'clock, I ain't taking nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking nothing for the team. Somebody probably already smashed 45 minutes prior. You know what I'm saying? But La Isla is it. You have more selection. It's probably 50 women in there. Whatever you like. Big tits, big ass, big tits, big ass. Big tits or big ass, beautiful face, light skin, dark skin, skinny. Whatever you like is in fucking La Isla. Listen, whatever you like is in La Isla. All right? Until next time, I'm out.